Hello, namaste. I bow to you. I welcome us to a new week. Happy Monday, December 13th. Let's find a comfortable seat to drop in. Allow yourself to sit tall, arriving here. A couple breaths of letting the weekend or the morning kind of settle away and allowing your present moment awareness to be here, whatever is here now. If it feels comfortable, you might softly close your eyes. And a quote or mantra to work with today is, I give my best and I receive what is. I give my best and I receive what is. If you have any intentions you'd like to carry with you through this practice or through the week, you can call them to mind. And if you'd like to chant Om, maybe imagine sending the vibration of those intentions out into the world. You can draw your hands together in front of your heart. Inhale deeply for a long Om. And release your hands. Today we'll begin with a shaking meditation. So make your way to stand with a firm foundation, so maybe a wide base. I will get music going. I always just kind of hope that the volume is at an appropriate level. You can give me a thumbs down if it's ever like way too loud. All right, so with a comfortably firm and wide foundation, you might pick up your toes, spread them wide, and then softly settle them back down. Gently bend your knees. Imagine anchoring down through your tailbone, base of your spine, and yeah, start shaking. So remember, we want our shaking to be primarily up and down. It feels okay to your body. You can get a little more in the different plane, but up and down is gentlest on our joints. Let the hands and wrists be really free here. Breathe deeply. If it feels okay, you might lift your heels up and let them slap back down to the earth, sending a perforation up your spine. You might reach your arms up overhead anytime. Maybe you even shake out one leg at a time. So freedom of movement here, move in any way that works for you. Noticing if there's resistance or if you feel totally comfortable in this. It's okay either way. I give my best and I accept what is. Several more full cycles of breath. Feel free to sigh the breath out. 3 more full breaths, releasing tension, releasing trauma from the nervous system. Breathe really deeply and slowly come to stillness. Release your arms by your side. Find your way to the top of your mat and stand tall. Transitioning into Tadasana, mountain pose. If you'd like, grab one of your blocks and squeeze it between your upper thighs. Especially after shaking, that will give us an extra sense of stability as we anchor now into a really firm, supported mountain pose. Keeping your eyes open or softly closing them, whatever feels steady to you in this moment. Drop your awareness to the soles of your feet. Notice what you can feel here: texture, temperature. And then notice the weight of your body meeting the ground. Imagine lengthening your low back, anchoring your tailbone down. Gentle engagement of your deep core muscles. So imagining that we're lifting our front hip points towards our ribs. Shoulders are sliding together and down. And as that happens, you might feel a little micro lift in your heart. Float the crown of your head up towards the sky. If your eyes were closed, go ahead and softly open them, allowing the gaze to land on a drishti, an unmoving object or place in space. Notice if you're clenching your jaw or your neck, and see if you can let some of that go. And now notice that you're breathing. Maybe we were focusing so much that we held our breath a bit. So inviting steady breath in this moment of mindfulness practice, notice if the mind is resistant or easily dropped in. Neither is good or bad. Just noticing one more breath here. And then, even though we're in relative stillness, notice the body moving within the stillness. There's still likely a subtle sway through the body, particularly as you breathe in and breathe out. And when you feel ready, spread your fingers wide. And as you inhale, slowly stretch your arms out wide and slowly start to reach your arms up overhead. Move like you're moving through thick air, moving so slowly. And when you're ready, slowly float your arms back down in the same way they came up. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhaling to slowly reach out and up, fingers spread wide, maybe even bringing a little wiggle into the fingers. One more time, inhaling to reach all the way out and up. And this time when you exhale, hinge forward at the hips, keep your spine long. You can allow a soft bend in your knees anytime you need. And slowly we arrive in Uttanasana, forward fold. Still squeezing the block between the thighs if it's there. Inhale, lift up halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, slowly rise back up, reverse swan dive. Reach tall, maybe come up to your tippy toes. And exhale, lower heels and arms. We'll do that one more time. Slowly reach out and up, big full body stretch. Maybe you come to your toes. Exhale, heels lower, arms lower. Take a slow dive forward, all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly rise. When you reach the top, perhaps you come up to your tippy toes. squeezing the block for steadiness. And on an exhale, heels and arms float back down. Release the block if you were using it. Return to mountain pose. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Hands touch down. Step your right foot back and pause. Step your left foot back into plank. You can always lower your knees and plank wherever you go. You're strong. You're pushing the ground away. I give my best. One more breath. Lots of energy through the legs if your knees are lifted. And when you come to an exhale, lower your knees, bend your elbows. Arms are grazing the ribs while we lower all the way down. Point your toes back in space. On an inhale, lift your heart, shoulder blades slide together and down, lengthen the low back. And on an exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, arms hug the body while you press yourself up through tabletop and then to downward facing dog. 3 to 5 breaths here, lengthening your spine, pushing the ground away, letting your head and neck be heavy. Gentle bend in the knees is always invited. Follow your breath, 2 or 3 more cycles here. On an inhale, lift your right heel slowly towards the sky. Look forward between your hands. Exhale, step or swing the right foot to the right thumb. Pause for an inhale. Exhale, step your left foot to meet the right, forward fold. And inhale, rise all the way up, reaching out and up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward. Hands touch down, step your left foot way back in space. Pause. Exhale, step your right foot back. Plank pose. A breath or 2 here. Push the ground away, grip with your fingertips, try to go easy on your wrists. Option to lower down as we did last time, or come forward on your tippy toes. Inhale. Exhale, lower halfway and hover. Untuck your toes. Inhale, finding either cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog, 3 to 5 breaths. Remember, child's pose is always an option, always a good idea. Wherever you are, follow your breath as best you can. Noticing if the mind pulls your attention away. That's what the mind's designed to do, so nothing's wrong. Preparing for 3-legged dog. On an inhale, lift your left heel to the sky. Push the ground away as you look forwards, and exhale, step or swing the left foot to the left thumb. Inhale here. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reaching to the sky. Exhale your hands to your heart. From mountain pose, slowly carry the weight into your right leg, and you might stay here just shifting the weight over, squeezing the right gluteal muscles in towards the midline, maybe just barely floating the left toes off of the ground. Maybe today you're able to lift the left thigh towards parallel to the earth. You might bring your hands to your knee and even squeeze it up towards your chest. Again, we work with what is. And if you're feeling steady, open the left leg out, transitioning into tree pose, Vrikshasana. So in tree pose, we want the knee, the foot of the lifted leg to be anywhere on the standing leg except for the knee joint. That includes, it could be all the way down at the ankle, like a little kickstand. Anchor your low back down. Slightly lift your heart, lift your crown. And wherever your arms have gone, that's fine. You might keep your hands in front of your chest. Maybe you reach your arms up to the sky. Maybe your arms are floating around, helping you find stability and balance. It's all good. Breathe deeply. Another breath or two here. See if you can keep lengthening your low back. Maybe even imagine pressing your hips forwards a bit. If you're feeling really steady, you might lift your gaze to a higher point in the sky, maybe even closing your eyes. And as you're ready, slowly release your arms, release your left foot to the ground. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward, taking a half flow just to wash it out. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale your hands to your heart. And slowly carry the weight towards your left leg. As you do this, squeeze the left gluteal muscles in towards the midline. Move so slowly that you can really become aware of all of these subtle shifts that happen without us really cueing it. So we're asking the body to balance on the left leg, no matter how this is going. I'm sure there's something we can be amazed at with our body's abilities here. If you're feeling steady today, you might float the right thigh towards parallel to the earth. Maybe your hands release and hug the leg in. Notice if you're gripping with the left toes. Try to anchor into the 4 points of the foot. If you're feeling steady, let's open the right leg out wide to the right, externally rotating that leg and the hip a bit. And let the right foot find the left leg anywhere except for on the knee joint. The lifted foot presses into the standing leg. They meet in the middle, the Sushumna, that central line of energy. And as you arrive there, anchor down through your low back and tailbone, lift through the crown. Perhaps you float your arms out, growing your tree branches. Maybe your tree is swaying in the wind a lot today. Maybe you feel really steady and you start to lift your gaze or close your eyes. Maybe even exploring a back bend. A few more breaths to play in your tree. Notice if you're breathing fully or if your breath became shallow or held. And slowly, we'll start to release the right foot, return it to the earth, arms strapped down by your sides. Inhale to reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands touch down. Left foot steps back and pivot the left heel down. Transitioning to warrior two, inhale, cartwheel your arms up. Bend into your right knee. And allow yourself time to adjust and settle in. All the while, we can feel the pinky side edge of our back foot, our left foot. And really frequently checking in with the feet, our foundation, our connection. Lengthen your tailbone down. The way to do that is by frequently engaging your core muscles. Fingertips reach away from each other, crown lifts up towards the sky. Steadiness here, another couple breaths. On an inhale, flip your right palm towards the sky and reverse the warrior, reaching up. Stay for a breath. On an exhale, cartwheel your arms, extended side angle. I like to bring my left arm alongside my ear. Sometimes I do keep it straight up to the sky, so freedom to explore. Option to bring a block to the inside of your right foot. There's a Toby in the way, so we can't quite see. There we go. One more breath wherever you are. Maybe lean back in space slightly. And on an inhale, return to warrior two. Straighten your right leg, long spine. On your next inhale, reach forward, hinging at the hips, reaching the right fingertips forwards. Then exhale, lower the right hand to the right shin or grab that block. I like to put mine behind the leg here. And then we're in Trikonasana triangle pose, left fingertips reaching to the sky, doing the best you can with this shape. One more big breath. Again, I like to bring my left bicep alongside the ear. Just feel stretch through the hip there. And as you're ready, gentle bend in your right knee. Inhale to return to warrior two. Hands to your hips, straighten your right leg, pivot on your heels so toes point forwards. If you're using blocks and tools today, then shift it to the left side so it's there for you. Hands on your hips, pivot on your left heel so left toes point back, and then bend into your left knee. Make any adjustments you need to settle yourself into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. And when you get there, feel the pinky side edge of your right foot. Feel all four corners of your left foot as you bend into the left knee, bringing the thigh towards parallel to the earth. Shoulders are stacked over hips. We can reach our arms wide, fingertips pulling away from each other. Gaze over your left fingertips. Jaw soft, breath full. Crown keeps lifting towards the sky while the tail anchors down. Full breath. I give it my best. I accept what is here. One more really energized breath in Warrior 2. And then when you come to an inhale, flip your left palm to the sky, reverse warrior. Keep your torso really long as we breathe and reach. And on an exhale, we'll cartwheel our arms down, extended side angle. Right arm to the sky or alongside your right ear. If you keep your left arm bent, be sure that you're not crunching into your left shoulder. I have to keep my arms straight to resist the urge. Remove temptation. And on an inhale, return to warrior two. Straighten your left leg, long spine, hinge forward, reach, or hinge to the side, sorry. Left fingertips reaching far off to the left, and then the left hand lands on the shin or block. Right fingertips to the sky or alongside your ear. Notice your feet. Notice your breath. As you're ready, we'll bend the left knee, return to warrior two. Hands to hips, straighten your left leg, pivot on the left heel. Wide leg stance here, lengthen your low back, anchor the tailbone down, inhale, and exhale, hinge forward. You might bring the block under your head. Breathe deeply. Breathing full, slow breaths. As you're ready, plant your hands, heel toe your feet in a bit, bend your knees and sink your hips down, passing through a yogi squat before we drop our hips all the way. Maybe you bring your hands to your heart. 3, 2, And one. We'll release our hips all the way to the earth. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, transitioning into figure 4 pose. You can stay seated, or if you prefer this shape on your back, you can transition to that too. So figure 4 in whatever way your body prefers right now. On the back might feel a bit more restorative. Staying seated might feel a bit more energizing. I know it's Monday morning, you do what's best for you. Breathe deeply. You might invite a sway into your legs. Wherever you are, can you lengthen your spine and put some space between your shoulders and ears? Another couple moments of practice. So notice where your mind is going. And then notice your next breath in. I give my best. I accept what is. As you're ready, we'll switch legs, crossing now the left ankle over the right thigh. Long spine, relaxed neck, full breath. Breathe deeply here. Another couple breaths. Take what you need from this shape. And then we'll unwind the legs. If you've been seated, go ahead and make your way onto your spine. If you're already on your spine, we'll all meet hugging our knees in towards our chest. If you want to stay here, certainly do so. If you want to fire up just a little bit of core work, then lift your chin towards your chest, lifting your shoulders off of the mat. Send your left leg long while you hug your right knee in, and then switch legs. Move and breathe at your own pace. Switching legs, sending one leg long while you hug the other knee in. Imagine your navel reaching all the way down to the yoga mat, through your spine, deep core engagement. And wherever you are, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll all meet back in Apanasana. Head and shoulders relaxed on the ground, knees in towards the chest, maybe rock side to side. Open your arms out like a T or cactus. Big breath in, and when you exhale, legs fall to the left. Soften here for 3 breaths. Big breath in, come back to neutral, and exhale the legs off to the right. Coming back to neutral, and sending your arms and legs long while we take our brief Shavasana rest. Allow your body to let it all go just as best as you can here. Fully supported. I give my best. I accept what is. Breathe deeply. And whenever you feel ready, you can invite movement back into your body with a stretch, perhaps. Know that you can always linger in Shavasana longer. And now is a nice time to transition into a meditation practice if your day allows for it. But also trust that these 30 minutes are enough. Make your way back to an easy seat if you'd like to close the practice together. And as you arrive, sit tall, long spine, anchored hips. If you'd like, hands can come together in front of your heart, and a big breath in for a long om or sigh. Thank you for sharing your practice and starting your week in this way.